So, hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. And in the last call, we have seen in the last class, we have seen exactly which call, that is the patch call, right? So, or the HTTP patch method, right? What exactly is this patch method, right? So, the patch method, we are going to update a particular value, right? And then today we are going to look into the delete method, okay? So, we can go to the postman and see the delete call first, okay? So if you see the delete call, okay, so what we do in the delete call, we just pass the object ID what we're going to delete, okay. So let's see, here we have 30, 31, 32, 33, okay. So let's do one thing, let's delete this 32, okay. So if I pass this 32 over here, okay, and click on send, so what will happen? So you'll see, so it will say ID 32, author Smriti, and title transferring. So this has been deleted. Okay. So if you see, this is a delete call pointing for the object 32, but in the response we are getting that complete object. Okay. So if you go and see here, refresh. So 30, 31, 32 is gone, right? So now how to verify it? So we can go and verify like this. Localhost colon 3000 slash post slash 32. So if I see, I'll say not found. Yes or no? So we'll say nothing is found. Okay. So this is how you will work with the delete call. Okay. So delete call. So when you delete it 32, it will give the response like this. Okay. So let me save. Okay. Now 32 is deleted. If I try to redelete, it will say not found. Okay. Awesome. So fine. So let's see how to implement. So let's go to our IntelliJ and we'll start with the feature file. Okay. So patch, we can, let me copy this one and comment this one. So let's say delete. Okay. Update, delete and user post, delete and user post through HTTP delete call. Okay. Let's say delete call. Okay. Delete method. So user sets the API endpoint with the resource. Anyhow, this is the first given statement. And when user hits the endpoint with delete method by passing valid ID. Okay, for delete we need only ID. Okay, awesome. And API should return the valid status code. So what is the status code here in the response? If you see the first delete call, okay, let's see the response here. So the status code is 200. Okay, so we'll pass the status code as 200. Perfect. And then API should return. Okay, so then we should do one thing. Okay, so the response should be in the JSON format. The API should return the valid status code in response. It should be in the JSON format. Perfect. Then we should hit the get call, right? So what we did here, so then again we're trying to hit slash post slash 32. Okay, so if I try to hit this one, right, so I would say not found. Okay, if I try to hit, let's see, here only we saw, right? So we'll see not found and 404 not found. Okay, so we should validate the status code, we can validate, or the message we can validate. Okay, so okay, so now let's say, so API should return, right, uh, not found. So not found, API should return not found for uh, for get call made to deleted object. Okay, makes sense now. Okay, so now API should return not found for the get call made to the deleted object. Awesome. So now this is what we need to verify. Okay, so but how we will verify that it is giving not found? So response, we can see na, response as string, right? Okay, we'll see that. Okay, so now we can verify string to string. Okay, so now the feature file is ready. So let's create the step definition for both of them. So hover over create step definition in user post step definition. Awesome. let's go to let's go there and create one more. So the missing step we can add, create step definition. Okay, fine. So step definitions are got created. Okay, and here only we need the IDs, right? So I think the last one also, ID we need to pass. Okay, API should return not found for get call made to deleted object with ID. Okay, with ID. Okay, fine. So for this one, let me create the step definition. The other one I'll just delete it. Okay. Okay, cool, fine. Okay, so now here we can say string ID. Okay, and here also same thing. We can say string ID, and we have to create the methods. We have to create the methods. Okay, so we have to create the method. So let's say user posts. So here we have to create two methods. Okay, so public void. Okay, so hit public void. Okay, so what we're going to do, hit endpoint with delete method, right? So hit endpoint with delete method. Okay, so hit endpoint with the delete method. Okay, so how to hit this one, and we are passing, anyhow we're passing the string ID, right? So we have to pass the string ID from there. Okay, so let's pass string ID from here. Okay, so now here two things we need to do, right? We have to construct the endpoint, and then we have to hit with the delete call. Okay, so how to construct the endpoint? So we have our endpoint over here, right? So we can create a delete endpoint here, reference variable. Okay, so let me copy this one and enter. So update, not update, or delete by id, delete by id. So instead of update, we'll say delete by id using delete. Okay, using delete method. Okay, endpoint. Okay, so this is what we are saying. Okay, for delete endpoint. So for delete also, how is the endpoint is constructed? Localhost colon 3000 slash post slash 32. Okay, so similar fashion we can do. I think I can copy that. Okay, whatever we had here. So similarly we can copy this one, right? So endpoint plus id, and we have to assign it to this update by id using the, not update, delete by id. Okay, so delete by id, and just put it over here. Okay, so equals to, fine. So now we're constructing our endpoint. Okay, so after constructing the endpoint, what we need to do, we have to hit with the delete method, right? So for delete method, you know how to pass. So we'll say given log all response equals to when content of JSON. Okay, up to this, then we will hit. Okay, so dot. Okay, so dot, we have to go with the delete call. Okay, so delete, and you have to pass the endpoint. Okay, so what is the endpoint here? This is nothing but my endpoint URI. So just pass this one. Okay, so now, so it is going to return you, sorry, what happened? Okay, so delete endpoint. Okay, so put a semicolon here. Okay, that. So now if you see the we are capturing the delete, and we are capturing that in the response. Okay, so now response, we can, let's just print. Okay, so is out. So let's say response after delete call is, okay, so here I'll say response dot as string. Okay, response dot as string. So just display as a string. Okay, fine. So plus. Okay, so okay, so this is what we are going to display. Okay, and then after displaying that, we have to verify, right? So how to verify this one? Okay, so hit endpoint with delete method. Okay, this is done, and public void verify deleted object. Verify object is deleted. Verify object is deleted. Okay, so now here also I need the string ID. Okay, because what I need to do here, so I need to use a get call over here. Okay, localhost colon 3000 slash post slash 32. So I would say I need one more here, or we can use the same endpoint, right? So same endpoint, if you are going to hit it, delete by id using the delete method endpoint, if I'm going to hit that one, right, that endpoint, then it should give me 404 not found, and it should give me this blank or something, not found. Okay, not found, and it is 404. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now what I'll do, okay, so okay, so now here we can say we already have the endpoint, right? So let's hit the get call, right? So we're going to hit the get point. Okay, so for get, how to do? So response I can do up to this dot get. Okay, so what URI we are going to pass? We are going to pass the same here, delete by using. Okay, so this is the URI what we are going to pass. Okay, so after passing this URI, what will happen? Okay, so now we have hit and captured it in the response. Okay, so now I'll do asset, right? So asset dot asset equal. Okay, so asset equals, so string message long. No, let's go with the yeah, status code validation, right? Long expected, long actual. So now I will say, so object is not deleted and give comma. Okay, so two things we need to pass. We need to pass the expected value and actual value. So what is my expected value? So my expected value is 404, the status code 404, and I'm going to verify response dot, okay, response dot get status code, right? Okay, so let's see what it is going to give me. Okay, this is first time after delete, it is going to show you as a string. The entire object is going to be displayed as a string, but after that when you go and hit it through a get call, it is going to give you 404 as the 404 as the response code. Okay, so that's what we are going to asserting here. Okay, so I think we are good. Hit endpoint with delete method. So let's go to the step definition. Let's say you posts dot hit endpoint with the delete method, and we have to pass ID, and you know, we can reuse, we don't actually need this. Okay, but okay, let's go ahead and add this one. Okay, see, because this is already getting constructed, we don't need it. Okay, so we'll run it in the next one, we'll change it. Okay, so user post. Okay, so yeah, so let's say here you posts dot this one, and I'm going to pass ID. Okay, awesome. So let's see feature file. Okay, so post 33 smooth region 200. Do we need author here? No, we don't need, right? So only resource and ID and status code, three things. Okay, resource ID. So get rid of this author, we don't need this author, so please delete this, also delete. Okay, just delete this. Okay, awesome. So post 33 200. Okay, so let me run it and see what is happening. Okay, so let's run. Some issues came. Okay, somewhere we're missing something. Okay, so what is this? Expected content type JSON doesn't match actual content type text or plain. Okay, so we can go and update that, because if you see the response, right, it is not JSON. Okay, this is not JSON, it is coming as a text here. If you see, it's a text. That's the issue. User post, so give a log all when content type JSON. We don't have to validate this content type JSON here. Get rid of this. Okay, and here also we can do the same. Okay, so now let's run and see what happens this time. Still it is failing. Okay, let's see. We'll see. Verify response status code. Okay, this is 37. Response status code 404. Response after delete call is not found. Response status code is 404. Okay, so user post 37. What is this? So API should return valid 200 in response. Okay, I think it is already deleted, that's why it is coming like this. Okay, so let's see posts. Do we have 33 over here? No, and it's already deleted. Okay, so that time also it might have deleted, so that's why it is not coming. So let me delete another one, maybe 32 or something. Okay, So we don't have 32. I think I have 31 here, right? So what we have? 31. Okay, so let's try to delete 31 this time. We'll see what happens. Okay, fine. So now let's try to run this one. See, here it is already deleting, and after somewhere it is failing, then that is wrong, right? So again, where content type JSON, somewhere we're validating with the content type JSON, verify response. Oh, did I copy pasted it? I didn't get rid of this one. Okay, fine. So we don't need to validate that one. Okay, so because the response is not in JSON format, right? If you see, it is not found only. Okay, so now if I see this 31 is also gone and our test is also failed. So I'll run for one more time with 30. Let's see with this 30 what happens finally. So if you see, whatever we have created, everything we are deleting now. Okay, let's run this and see. Hope this should go well this time. Awesome. Okay, cool, cool. If you see, so now delete everything. Response status code is initial response status code is 200, and then when we are going with the get call, right, again for that 30, that is also deleted, so we don't get anything. Okay, so that's how you will verify that. Here you will see the 404, right? So yeah, that's what. This is the first time delete call. Okay, response status code, expected status code is matching with the actual status code. This is nothing but your status code matching. Okay, API should not found, get call made, deleted object with ID, verify object is deleted. Object is not deleted. 404 response dot get status code. Okay, so okay, fine. Okay, so verify the response status code. This is getting called. Let's see. Valid status code in response. Okay, I just verifying that 200, right? That is happening. Okay, and then 30, but here we have not given any SOP statement, so nothing is coming here. Okay, and assertion is also passing, so that's why nothing is here. Okay, so I hope you guys are following. Okay, so till now we have completed, if you see, all the calls we have completed. Okay, so what is that? We seen, get, then post, then put, okay, then patch, and then this is delete. Okay, so let me put delete. Okay, this is delete. So these many calls we are using. Okay, so all these methods we have already seen. So let me commit this one. Okay, automate user post feature, delete call. Okay, so delete call and validate response through JSON path. Okay, so commit all. So anything to stage before first see. Okay, so first stage, then okay, then commit. Okay, fine. So we're not using any JSON path. Why I'm saying validating through the JSON path and validate the response. Okay, just say validate the response. Commit. So pay little attention to your commit messages also, because if someone else is going through the commit history, they will understand what exactly this commit history contains. Okay, so yeah, let's go to Git and see, automate user post feature, delete call and validate the response. Okay, awesome, fine. Perfect. Okay, so this is exactly all to all these methods. Okay, but this is not a complete framework. We still need to integrate our reporting. We still need to have our what log4j, right? So all those things we need to have. Okay, so we'll still have few more sessions on this one, and then we'll conclude the series. Okay, so till then, if you guys are really enjoying the sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel Q Automation Classes, and please do share these things with your friends and colleagues, so that they can also get benefited out of it. And if you need anything, if you have any questions, then put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And please do subscribe to Q Automation Classes. Okay, stay tuned to Q Automation Classes for upcoming lessons. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.